and a rebroadcast of the next day at 11 a.m. just in case you missed that program.
Good evening. You're listening to Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM, the radio with a difference. Coming up next, a rebroadcast, actually the June 2nd, 2021 rebroadcast of the Glenn Lall show, Tell It As It Is. And 2 points to note just before we get to the rebroadcast. There is an entire playlist of these shows and even condensed version of the shows right on our YouTube channel. That's at Kaieteur Radio. And secondly, the boss, he really does send his pleasant greetings to everyone, and he will be back next week. So, coming up next, the June 2nd, 2021 rebroadcast of the Glenn Lall Show.
I must announce that we had a 5-minute protest countrywide, which started at 9 a.m. and ended at 9:05 a.m. Just 5 minutes. We are demanding that all the foreign contracts be renegotiated. We should not stand another moment with these contracts. It's an insult to our intelligence and integrity. And they are inhumane and downright demeaning to the citizens of this country. I feel that deep within my soul. The protest was well received locally and internationally, and I am proud. I am happy. Let me say thanks to all those people who participated in that protest. I have received many text messages, and your support is very encouraging. Please stay on the same course. Come out at 9 a.m. every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays as we continue this great struggle for a better Guyana. For a Guyana in which we all can be proud of. Guys, if we don't stand together and fight for what belongs to us, these leaders we have in this country will not do it for us. One man in the diaspora came out and stand up on his veranda in protest. The man said neo-colonization from the east and west, with the complicity of our own government, is raping Guyana's natural resources. He went on to say that this has to stop. Democracy and faith in our institutions are on the line. Yes. Thank you. We got to make our government more transparent and accountable to we the people. Yes. You hear the man words? That's a true son of the soil. He's a Guyanese Canadian. Many others in the diaspora and around this country began this fight today. We can't stop. We can't stop this fight. We got to fight it with our voices, our bodies, our mind, and we soul. Many countries and their citizens have spoken out, but they have spoken out too late. When the boat gonna falls, it can't turn back. Let me say this to you, brothers and sisters. No boat have set sailed yet. So we as a people has to correct the captains sailors and all others involved before the ship sail off our shores. We can't allow that. Many countries try to turn back the ship when it don't sail. We have a chance to let it don't sail before we change that. A citizen of Zambia, the man said the government sold the copper mines in northern Zambia to a foreign group for 25 million American dollars because they couldn't manage it. He said a company that took it over made us 75 million American dollars profit in 3 months. They didn't pay the government nothing up front. Guys, isn't the same thing already happening here with our gold mines and our gold fields? Them said them gonna pay over a period of time. The Zambian citizen said they went and took money on the government expenses, what the government should have been making, then returned the 25 million in full payment to the government. And now they're collecting 0.6% in royalty on the same copper mines. Everybody living poor, high level of AIDS, poverty, and people filling the churches. The man said Africans praying all day and all night. Isn't that the same thing what we Guyanese brothers and sisters doing here? Yes, you are praying that salvation is ahead. A good life is ahead. The man said the churches, the temples, the mosque is not in the success equation. The man said praying is in the revelation equation. Meaning exposing the wrongs in our contracts. That's what he means. When you reveal something, that's what I am doing on this program here. Revealing the secret contracts, if it do come in my hand. But they have it locked down under some Israeli safe thereby, somewhere in Guyana. The Zambian citizen said, prophets, ended. A good life is not there. It's there only in a better deal. Decision making is in the success equation. You got to make a decision and be sound. Be disciplined and make sure you get what God Almighty has blessed them with, has blessed us with. The man said, it is time we rise up and be counted. That's why we must have this protest that I initiated today. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Brothers and sisters, call out your neighbors, your family and friends, far and wide. And let's continue this protest, because there is nothing in those contracts in which these people, all the foreign people, are fetching out our gold, our diamond, and our bauxite, and now our oil. There is nothing in there for you. The man said the countries of Ghana and the Zambia gained independence the same year. He said South Korea and Ghana gained independence the same day and the same year. The man said, look where South Korea is today. Yes. Take note, the man said, look where South Korea is today. He said it's not about religion. It's about understanding how things work. In 10 years, he said, 20% of China, which is 450 million Chinese, would become millionaires. Where is Ghana and Zambia? In 10 years, my brothers and sisters, where will Guyana be? We're going to be eating the couscous from the gold and drinking the Kool-Aid from the oil out there. And we will be inhaling the black smoke from the flaring out there with an empty food table and an empty bellies. That's where we will be 10 years from now if we don't get that contract renegotiated. If you don't get it, my brothers and sisters, you guys will not be able to put food on your table because of the secret deals and secret contracts we have. Hess Corporation, we're working right out there with our oil. Their boss had to reveal a secret meeting with our President Ali and Jack 3.5 weeks ago. It can't turn back. The Hess boss had to reveal with our President Ali that he met Jack 3.5 weeks ago. And Jack it can't turn back. And not a single word we heard. The Hess boss had to reveal with our President Ali that he met Jack 3.5 Day. While you studying where your next meal is coming from, the boss of Hess Corporation, the oil company, was having an international engagement and discussion on May 26th with his people, telling them, when asked to relate his experience in working with the PPP government, the man said how the Ali administration is pro-business, ready to do business, any kind of business, ready to sign any deal. Are you hearing what's going on? Yep. Yes. Ali, the people say Ali and Jack, they were pro-business. Wow. Wow. Guys, following that secret meeting with Mr. Ali and Mr. Jagdeo, the man said they had a very constructive dialogue. He said they spoke about Yellowtail, which is the 4th project. I just call it Lisa 4, for you guys don't get confused. And how important it is to have a thoughtful but expeditious approval for that project. Oh my. Lisa 1, 2, and 3. We got a $20 billion loan sitting on all our necks and our heads, which we had no say over. None say whatsoever. Now we're bringing another one. This is the mother of all evil. John Hess said that the new government took over in 2020 and before September 30, 2020, them don't give them full approval for Lisa 3, which was Payara. ExxonMobil third project. guys, with a $9 billion US dollar, without any checks or verification. You see how to do business? You see how these people running your business? Yeah. You see how you and a man doing business? Yeah. And you ain't checked to see the billions he handing you in bills to pay? Who does business like this, guys? You ain't know the interest rate you have to pay. We are paying right now. Much less the terms and conditions of that 20 billion American dollars. What leaders we have here, Mr. Joshua? Brothers and sisters? What type of pro-business people we have here, man? Can somebody tell me something? This Yellowtail project is the largest, bigger than the first three we already got. And them guys hustling for grant another permission in secret and behind me back for this Lisa 4. Yes, guys, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Mr. Jagdev and our President Ali and our opposition leader Harman, along with Mr. Granger and the Ramjatan, they're all silent. Are you reading through the line? They have a hustle to push through this project overnight. Guys, Guyana, such a project of this magnitude does take oil exports. Listen to me carefully, man. The magnitude of such a project does take oil exports no less than 2 to 3 years to check, to recheck, and to verify all the costs. But we leaders say, from now to December is enough time for them to verify and check all the costs. In a few months' time, them can do it. They're telling you, actually, dear Guyanese, it's okay, man. Bring the other project. We're going to pay. We're going to pay the loan. We're going to pay whatever interest rate you're throwing us. I did tell you, let me repeat again. I will continue to repeat this thing. The interest rate we paying on that $20 billion is more than we budget money for 2021. So it means that we're borrowing money to pay salaries and feed ourselves, and we're giving away more in interest rates on that loan alone. Guys, we still don't have full insurance. Don't know how much upfront money Exxon taking out to clean up. 20 years from now. We don't know nothing. We don't know the daily costs. We don't know anything going on there. Plus, we have to give them 1 month advance notice to go check them books. Man, these things is resonating in my memory. It's becoming a song. And it should be a song in your head, in your memories too. We don't know nothing. We just collecting bills. And all is being paid through our oil out there. And what you getting? You get $327 million for 1.5 years. What can't build a little road, must be from here to Lusignan. Or patch some of the roads we got. They broke it up, the oil company broke it up in Georgetown. That's what you're getting from oil. Mr. Ali, I run to Blackbush Pool for fixed coker and little flooding. That's what our president wasting time behind. He can't see if we fix all these contracts before approving them. Guyana does not have to fix coca or even think about flooding. We can get enough money to hire the best in the world to come here and fix all the flooding of the entire country with the money he allowing these foreigners to rake out and thief out through those contracts. He can't see by correcting all these foreign contracts that everybody's salaries can be tripled overnight. No. He can't see we can't really develop this country into Dubai and not a Dubai. He can't see that. He can't see all the foreigners driving Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar, flying in private jets with our wealth. Yes, your wealth, me and you own. While we people driving rental and company cars, and the bulk of our brothers and sisters riding freaking bicycles, old cars, and donkey carts. Yes, them can't see that. All the leaders can't see China building a railway from Beijing to America with our wealth. Them can't see them building superb cities across their countries with our wealth. They can't see building highways and skyscrapers with our money, while them throwing crumbs at we from our gold, our bauxite, and our timber, and that 1% royalty we getting from the oil. We can't even patch we roads, much less pave it. Them can't see the couscous money them giving us. Can't even raise money. Can't even raise money, brothers and sisters, to put food on your table for your children or raise your salary. No, they can't see that. Guyana, brothers and sisters, these contracts got to change. And it has to change now. Now. We have to let them know enough is enough. And we can't take it any longer. Our children should not and must not go to school with hungry lunch kits. They must go to school with the same type of food the foreigners, them children going to school with, because it is our wealth. It is our money. We getting blackouts. The money we losing from Aurora gold mine alone can buy an entire electric generation system that can end blackouts for 10 generations to come. Guys, we can end blackouts forever. We leaders can't see business that way. Them incentivizing, meaning them a giveaway tax breaks and duty free. The foreign people to rob and rape us day in, day out. The roads, guys, we don't need ExxonMobil money. Them money can give us cities, highways, and railways. The money we're losing from Troy Resources, another foreign Australian company, can fix the water woes, the flooding, the cocas, and all the sewage systems right across this country, and do so many, many more other things. As for OMI, that alone can triple every single body's salary. Fix all the interior roads, bridges, and all your woes that your brothers and sisters is facing in the interior and the riverine areas. Yes. Our gurus, our financial gurus, the Jordan, the Ashni Singh, the Brassington, the Jagdeo, can't see that. They are numb, dumb, deaf and blind with a cake shop and suitcase mentality. Yes, brothers and sisters, that's what we are facing in this land. That's what you guys have been going through for the last 30 years. That's the type of mentality. Nothing is there for you. Nothing is there for you. I told you guys, we have to stop focusing our energies, our eyes on the little thief in here and the thief in there. And let us focus our energies on the gold fields, on the oil fields, the diamond fields, in our forests and in our bauxite fields. Guys, I told you, when that is empty, when the pool is empty, where your children will swim, where you will swim. When the gold fields and the oil fields is empty, what will you eat? The grass or the forest? You may not even have the forest. Brothers and sisters, as for the ExxonMobil contract, when we get a proper deal, Guyana will become overnight the Dubai with skyscrapers and highways. Man, we can even bring blue waters and remove that stinking water we got out there and make Guyana into a real Hawaii, the Maldives and so on. Yes, a tourist destination I'm talking about. What the whole world does fly and go and call a true vacation, a true paradise. I went to Hawaii and I witnessed it myself. Very beautiful place. They greet you with aloha and mahalo. Yes, goodbye and welcome. As for the citizens of this country, you guys don't have to cut cane and plant rice. You don't have to plant banana sucker and drive minibuses and taxi. You guys don't have to do maid work and security guards. No. You get a good deal from the ExxonMobil contract alone. You will stay home and a fat check will come to your home every month with the kind of wealth God Almighty bless this land and waters with. No, brothers and sisters. You don't have to do these things when we get the right share, our rightful share. Let us don't become like Trinidad. We're fighting right now with gas because their oil finish. Guys, It may sound like a dream, I am telling you. No, it's not a dream. This same man talking to you, Glenn Lall, has been to many, many countries, many of the big cities in this world, with less than what we have here now. And their citizens, their people, hardly ever work. They stay home and collecting fat checks, and is able to go on vacation 2 and 3 times around the world per year. Yes, the people of Dubai is one such country. I have been there and I have witnessed it myself. I spent 5 days at the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai. I even fly in without a visa, and they didn't want to accept me. But when they call the hotel and see my bookings at the hotel, they were like, wow, yes, this is a man who didn't come here to hide away or to thief or to work as a slave. They allow me in the country, me and my family. I see how Dubai import laborers, maids, housekeepers from India, Pakistan, Indonesia, and elsewhere to come work in the hotel industry, the homes, and the business sector. Brothers and sisters, Guyanese, they pay the government of Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, them importing policemen and women from Africa. So you can see, down to the police them importing to protect their people. Yes, but they can only go up to the rank of sergeant. The higher ranks from inspector up is their people. You see how they live there, girl? You see how they live? Guyana, brothers and sisters, which is said to be the richest country on earth in this world per capita, per citizens. Right now as I speak, our government and all these isle people have our citizens begging for breadcrumbs to eat and water to drink. This thing is unthinkable. This thing is unbelievable. What kind of leaders we have in this land? Guys, we have to continue this protest every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday until our leaders bring about that change in these contracts so that we can feed our brothers and sisters, so that we can put food on their table. I went to Wakenham yesterday and those people were so proud of me. Hugs and kisses. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Brother Glenn. You're the only one standing up for the people of this country. They are living, man, you got to see the roads they're living on. It took us 25 minutes to move less than a mile, to get to a mile. Wow. And trust me, in another month, you got to use tractor, what we are accustomed to, with trailer to move people. In the section where I born and grew. Zeeborg, Caledonia, Zealandia, and Zealandia Estate. All over the country. All over the country. And these guys just allowing these people to rape our wealth. Not giving us our fair share. to make us live like the people of Dubai and Alaska, Singapore, Kuwait. Guys, the people in Alaska get a check every month from the government. Singapore also give their citizens a check and import workers too. Kuwait is the same thing. Fat checks them giving their citizens. And them too import maids, servants, security guards, and policemen and women. Man, let me repeat this thing again. Guyana is rated the leading country on earth, the richest per capita, per citizens. And we got people sleeping in the streets, begging for hampers, snatching people's cell phones, handbags, down to their umbrellas, people. They're riding with motorcycles, snatching your umbrella too. What's going on in this land? I am tired, but not tired to carry out this fight I am going on with. This is your country, guys. Beautiful Guyana. The gold contract of Aurora, Troy, Umai, and many other gold contract is still hiding in safe lock away from we eyes, from me and you eyes. Why? Aurora get hundreds of millions in US dollars in duty-free fuel. Something what we own local, not entitled to. And them a throw back a few million US at us. Is this business, guys? You carrying away all we gold after getting hundreds of millions in duty-free fuel and taxes and brakes and man, no, guys, no. Try resources. I reported on this already. 35 million in fuel and tax breaks, concessions, and only pay 85,000 US dollar. 35 million in waivers on fuel from 2016 to 2018. We get 35, we get 17 million, 85,000 dollars. We can't even buy a vehicle for the GRA boss or the commissioner of police or a few pickup to monitor them in the back dam. What they're doing in our country with our own wealth. What is going on here, man? What really is going on in this land? Are we dumb? Are we morons? And we are sitting quietly? One Amerindian listened to my program and come this morning waiting for me outside. The first thing he said, brother, you're Mr. Lall. I said, yes, sir. He said, oh, sir, could you please help me buy? And he showed me his hand, like a 2-foot chainsaw. I said, for what? He said, for make a living. Are you hear this? This morning, he's the first person I greeted before I come in my building, waiting on me, begging me to help him buy a 2 feet or a 2.5 feet chainsaw for put food on his table. I said, brother, oh my gosh, my heart comes out to you. But we don't have to be doing things like this. You should not even be working. You understand? Guyana, man, is this what we taking? This is what we're going to put up with, Guyana? Our brothers and sisters can't get a job. A job. They can't afford to buy a little chainsaw. While we have people like Baishan in them. Balam and all the rest of foreign companies fetching out our lags by the boatload and we getting nothing. The man should not have been working. The government should have been collecting enough money, you business gurus, and send that family a check every month. But are you going good? This country is doing very well. I putting y'all on y'all notice. Under Glenn Lall's dead body, this can't happen. It wouldn't continue for long. It will not, leaders. Hear me loud and clear. It will not. You know, my staff told me a while ago that my Monday night program had 46,700 viewers online. Thank you guys for listening. You're listening to a businessman, a successful businessman all his life. I learned business by bringing stuff from Wakenham every Monday and Friday to Big Market to sell. And at the age of 15, I began selling in the market, outside in the streets. I have been successful from then to now. And like I'm telling you again, I do not need, me and my family do not need nothing from Exxon or this government or from anybody. I am too blessed of a human being from that man above. All I'm doing is fighting for your belly, for your children's belly, for all Guyana to benefit from our own God-given blessed wealth. That's all I'm doing. And I need your support. I know we will get it. I know we will get there. What Martin Luther King said, he went to the mountain top and have seen the promised land. Like I said, I've been there too. I sleep with it every night. And I have already seen the promised land. Let me put these leaders on notice, and the ExxonMobil, and all the gold and diamond and bauxite leaders. I have seen it. It's coming. Let me go back to Lisa 4, the Yellowtail project. The next one might come Browntail, or they might want to say a Blacktail. But this one is Yellowtail project. It's a dream deal. Exxon dreaming of that. Our corporate leaders dreaming of that too. The only ones in the dark are the Guyanese people, me and you. Exxon and leaders dreaming of that and left us in the dark. Who knows nothing. Nothing whatsoever. What is going on here? Why are they leaving us out? This wealth is ours, guys. Guys, what they are doing is not only ugly, it is stink and downright disrespectful to us, the owners of these resources. This protest have to continue every Monday, Wednesdays and Friday at 9 a.m. to 9:05. Only 5 minutes. Let them know every citizens of this country want nothing less than $1 million every month from our resources. Every woman, man and child. Yes, let them know that's how rich we are. We have enough wealth to give us more than that. And we mean to demand that figure. You hear what I'm telling you, Joshua?
Yes, sir.
The couscous money you're working for, trust me, we get a right deal with the ExxonMobil contract alone. Every citizen can get 5,000 US or 1 million Guyana dollar every month. You listen what I'm telling you?
Yes.
Not a household. I am talking about every citizen of this country. That Lisa 4 meeting with Jagdeo and our president was withheld from Guyanese. Why? Why? What are they hiding? What more are you guys planning behind the people of this country backs? Guys, you need to tell us. The Kaieteur News had to dig deep to discover from Exxon and Hess just to report that the Yellowtail project is going forward. Going forward, yes, with a deadline, a final deadline date in December. Why? Why are our leaders keeping its citizens in ignorance? If the oil companies, brothers and sisters, didn't say a word, all of us would have been in the dark. We would have never known Yellowtail coming. Or when is the final date. You guys reading through the line? What's going on? Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah? The whole world is telling Guyana to slow down. Take your time. Study the situation. Learn from the mistakes of others and what we made. Consult with locals and oil experts and then make a decision. The United Nations head recommended that we, Guyana, go slowly and not too fast. You hear that?
Yeah.
The authoritative world body, hear this one, man. The authoritative world body, the International Energy Agency, also chipped in and said, do the projects right by focusing on renewables. Despite all of this, our leaders couldn't care less. They have a song. Bharat Jagdeo have a song that he would like to sing. Drill, baby, drill. Drill. Take it, baby, take it. I made a song specially with those words from him. They say, gas to shore now, without any independent or trusted studies. Even when the world says, that's a dead donkey, the world says, it's a dead donkey in 5 years' time. What is wrong with these leaders? Guys? What is wrong with them? Man, I don't believe they're that arrogant. That they believe they know more than everyone else in the world. I just don't believe that. Guyanese, you guys need to get involved. Our citizens have more at stake here. Our future generation is in trouble. Not only us. We will get the couscous, but there will be nothing left for our children and grandchildren. We should stand up and speak out now. So again, I'm saying, let's keep this protest going the same way I planned it. I have more, which I will not reveal tonight. More in the making. Until we bring them back to the negotiating table, like Trinidad and Tobago and many other countries. Guys, corruption going on big time in this land. with some of our leaders. You can't know all these things and running ahead with these projects like that. Corruption is rife. You guys got to go out there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Send me those pictures. Let me send them to our leaders and to all the foreign contractors in this country so that the world can record our just fight. A fight that will benefit not only us, but like I said, generations to come. They must see that we mean business. They must know that we will not sit back idle and allow Guyana to become another Africa, Asia, or Arabian country. No, 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 no. I refuse to allow that, guys. And I need your help. Without your help, Barack Obama said, yes, we can. Joseph Biden said, we can do it if we do it together. Guys, 10 years after U.S. oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, scientists find oil and chemicals in 91 species of fish. 71 billion American dollars spent on that cleanup. 71 billion American dollars spent on that cleanup. Still Guyana does not have full insurance on these oil projects. And them hustling to go push down my throat another one. Come on, guys. Before you talk about another project, Guyana should know and must know every single cent. We should audit the 20 billion we have sitting out there, and we must have full cover insurance before you do anything else, because you're tying ropes around our brothers and sisters' neck of this country by going with a fourth project. Guys, 1 decade after British Petroleum, BP, and its partners spent 71 billion to clean up that 2010 oil spill off the Gulf of Mexico. A few months ago, marine scientists, with the help of the University of South Florida, carried out a study to see the effect of the spill on the marine life in that neighborhood, in that area. Guys, the scientists sampled more than 2,500 individual fishes representing 91 species from 359 locations across the area, the Gulf of Mexico. The study found evidence of oil exposure in all of them, including some of the most popular types of seafood. So we are already in Guyana eating oil fish. You hear that, guys? They had a spill of Israel, and Israel and another Arabian country, I don't remember it, just there a few months ago. And both countries banned all seafood in the neighborhood. You know why? They were taking care of their citizens. And we have no insurance to take care of none of us. If you get sick, who's going to pay the fish bill? When you have to import, who's going to take care of that bill? I am praying that an oil spill doesn't happen. I am praying for that. And we don't have to suffer in our health, not only through the fishes, but through the air and the other livestock, with our fruits, our vegetations, and stuff like that. Because I don't know who will pay the hospital bills. Maybe we will have to go with our begging bowl at Mr. Jagdeo's house, Mr. Irfan Ali's house, Mr. Granger and Mr. Harmon's house to help we with the bills. Guys, the study done in 2020, the highest levels were detected in yellowfin tuna, golden fish, and one named red drum. That study cost them nearly 37 million for do it alone. You hear that? Where are we going to find 37 million for those study? We can't even find 37 million for patch them little hole in the neighboring villages, much less on the public roads of this country. Mexico and Cuba now examining the levels of the toxic chemical component of the crude oil in the bile of the fish. People, we are digesting oil in our fish right now, but you guys don't know that, and we don't have no money to do any study, but I know it in my heart that I am eating that already. In the Gulf of Mexico, the most affected species is them loved fish, the tuna. The trace level is actually undetected in it. And here is the last piece I want to tell y'all. It is more sickening. The records show that many newborns from that time was affected. Be it stunted growth, muted brain activity, memory loss. They say much to the dismay of helpless parents. Are you listening to me carefully, man? The records show that newborns, many newborns from that time was affected with stunted growth, muted brain activity, memory loss. Much to the dismay of helpless parents. Wow. Wow. You hear that? It affected the newborn babies with disabilities. Mexico bear the brunt of this oil spill. Guyana is not prepared for such a disaster. We need to take matters in our own hands now. Please, I beg you, Guyana. I beg you. People, continue to hear about the malfunctioning compressor. We are prepared for any disaster? No. They're leaking oil out there right now. Here are the concerns for Guyana. Here are the findings. Here are how people concerned about we. The findings by the marine scientists have also caught the attention of local industry experts who related to Kaieteur News, that this should serve as a wake-up call for all of us, for all Guyana, which is pushing massive oil projects in the Stabroek Block without full coverage insurance. You hear that? Oil exports is warning Guyana. this newspaper has reported on several occasions that Guyana is yet to receive official documentation or any piece of evidence that ExxonMobil, CNOOC and Hess, parent company, would stand the cost for cleanup and restoration programs. In the event of any oil spill from the Liza 1, 2, and 3, which is Payara projects. We have none so far. In the absence of full coverage insurance, stakeholders have expressed deep concern about the billions of dollars in expenses Guyana would be left with following any irreparable damage that follows from an oil spill. You hear that? Very clear. The bill will left on us. Our grandchildren and great-grandchildren will not even have to for them food to eat, but a bill will left with them. What has also left stakeholders, oil experts, in a deep state of worry is the fact that Guyana has no independent study on the potential harmful effects on its marine life from an oil spill. You hear me? We got nothing. There is also no provision in the production sharing agreement, the contract for Stabroek Block, which ensures that ExxonMobil would undertake to do such a study and provide compensation should Guyana be affected in this anyway. Hear that? There's nothing. There wouldn't nothing there to ask them to do a study to tell us how it will affect us. No. Simply means pay. We will have to pay if we are affected. Our children will have to pay for their own stuff and pay for everything. I told you guys on Monday, how our government putting together hampers for the flood relief victims. And I did say, don't be surprised to see or hear the oil people them jump in and pitch in with a few hampers here and there. Well, today they did. You see? Today they did. Exxon has donated 10 million Guyana dollar, a few penny, to help them to help them flood victims, and they want big publicity. Lord, them poor people, when I'm here, that Exxon gonna give them little hamper, man, you gonna hear how they're gonna say, yes, nice, how caring and loving they are. And this is what I'm afraid of. When these oil companies throw a little help here, you know, they're running up in all the media. And the Guyanese people, you have educated folks, you know, will say, well, at least $10 million. Whoa! Exxon is of great help, man. Yeah. Oh, no. How nice and loving and caring they are. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters. Let me tell you, Guyana. And let me tell ExxonMobil. Myself and many other business colleagues give away more than that. Each one of us, more than $10 million in COVID relief. And we still giving on to this day as I speak. And never run to the press to highlight or to showcase it. You hear that? That is for ExxonMobil, the biggest company in the world. Yes, Glenn Lall and his friends and many business people I know give away more than 10 million in help. And we never even mention it in the press. But you know why I mention it today? Because you guys pass Guyana. Yes, and the people. carrying away our wealth by the billions and come fooling us with crumbs, trying to show us that you care for Guyanese? Man, God bless you, Exxon. And I think I mean that from my heart. I knew it was coming. That's why I spoke about it Monday night. Please don't forget to join me to continue the struggle for our children belly. The protests continue Friday morning at 9 a.m. Just for 5 minutes. Please get out your neighbor and gaff for a change, a renegotiation on all these foreign contracts. Take a photo and send it on social media. You can send it to me too. If you see I don't respond to your comment, I have too many, but I'll deal with the pictures. For those of you who driving Friday morning, toot your hand. From 9 to 9:05, let all the leaders know that we mean business and we will fight. We will fight for our God-given, blessed wealth of this land.